Thank you for visiting Lichtsinn RV and for the opportunity to unveil for you the all-new Winnebago Journey, built in conjunction with automotive infused design that provides the quietest, most visible ride in the industry, with the exterior and interior contemporary appearance unlike any other Class A diesel pusher. The Journey is available here at Lichtsinn RV, America's closest dealer to Winnebago Industries. We're located only 1 mile north of the Winnebago factory, based right here in Forest City, Iowa, and recently named by the manufacturer, Winnebago Industries, as the North American top dealer for sales volume across all of the motorized coach divisions of Winnebago Motorhomes, based right here in Forest City, Iowa, but reaching out across all of North America for that top sales volume award now for the past 6 consecutive years. However, most importantly, be the first to break in and protect your new Cummins ISL big block powertrain in accordance with the way Cummins recommends in their ISL owner's manual, in which they recommend, if possible, for on-highway automotive style applications to operate the engine at 1500 to 1800 RPM in gear for the first 50 to 100 miles and not idling the engine for more than 5 minutes at any one time during the first 100 miles. Also, not towing during the first 1,000 miles if possible, unlike the way a delivery driver may tow their own personal vehicle out to your local dealership. Be the first to break in that new Cummins ISL powertrain, sleep that first night in your walk-around king bed, and eat that first meal in your factory fresh Glide and Dine dining table, available here at Lichtsinn RV. America's best-selling Class A diesel pusher returns home to Forest City, Iowa, production with the unveiling of the all-new Winnebago Journey. Built atop the Freightliner XCM modular rail bridge chassis, the Journey will be known not only for its versatile floor plan design with the latest in residential living comforts and technology, but with a new automotive infused design that provides the quietest and most visible ride in the industry. Inspired in development from automotive design experts with focus in quiet performance and aerodynamic design, you'll first notice the front aerodynamic design raked to minimize wind whip, with a composite front end that wraps behind the driver and passenger, in the most insulated front end in the RV industry to provide the quietest ride and quietest living while running the generator. You'll see this particular Journey in this showcase was built in the exterior. This is called Midnight, and all of the exterior full body base coat clear coat automotive finishes provide easy to care for flowing lines near the wheel wells. This Midnight provides a pewter exterior lower valance along with the onyx black and blue side design. It's also available in the Mojave Dusk exterior, again with pewter and beige lower valances with the onyx black up top. It's available in the black cherry exterior, again with pewter lines near the wheel wells with the onyx black and the deep cherry inserts. It's also available in the autumn sage exterior, which again provides a pewter lower valance with sage green and onyx black inserts. It's also available in the Sunlit exterior. And finally, it's also available in steel gray. The Winnebago Journey is powered by the best-of-class Cummins ISL and Allison marriage, built atop the Freightliner XCM modular bridge chassis. The XCM modular bridge design chassis provides for flush floor mounting for the coach all the way front to rear to alleviate floor pops and travel noise. The design provides a 4 times stiffer torsion on the chassis to ensure superior ride and handling along with quiet levels. The Cummins ISL is an 8.9-liter big block turbo diesel boasting 1,150 pounds-feet of torque or power. It's mated up with the Allison 6-speed automatic transmission with grade braking capabilities. Of course, complete air ride, air braking, and engine exhaust braking. You'll see as we walk through the exterior of the Journey, it also includes HWH hydraulic leveling and HWH in-wall slide outs for a flush exterior, and also an interior that doesn't necessarily show the slide room trims. Of course, as we work rearward, you'll see a 10,000-pound factory installed tow package, all of which is available even if the Journey itself is at the full gross vehicle weight rating. And now as we work through the exterior, we'll walk towards the front end of the Journey 34N. What you'll notice is the front end is raked back for aerodynamic design to minimize wind whip for superior performance and handling, but also for acoustic quietness inside. Testing with scientific labs to measure noise levels versus competition, setting targets, and then also maintaining and exceeding those benchmarks in testing. You'll see the front end rakes back. We'll also cover in detail here in a moment the exterior mirrors, which are intentionally staggered in different positions so that they provide maximum visibility with 30 degrees more visibility than previous models. As we work to the front, we're going to pause here for a moment just to showcase here. As you look down the sidewall of the Journey, you'll notice that the front end is actually raked inward 3 degrees. So not only is it raked back, but the front end of the Journey is raked inward 3 degrees to provide even more aerodynamic traveling that will provide a quiet ride, but also superior ride and handling. We'll also cover, you'll notice there is no front compartment door because of the composite front end that also includes complete acoustic closed cell high density foam to provide a quiet ride, but also a quiet experience while living and running the Cummins Onan genset. Up top, you'll see the largest curved one-piece panoramic windshield that provides critical view of lower stanchions and other obstacles, lower than the horizon dash view of other diesel pushers, while providing maximum visibility to each of the teardrop larger chrome side mirrors. Again, a curved windshield also minimizes wind whip. Down below, you'll see the LED high-performance headlamps that provide 30% more lumens than current diesel pushers at 10 feet. We'll also touch, of course, this windshield is mounted with automotive-style design in a complete steel cage infrastructure part of the Winnebago superstructure. Just behind on a slide-out tray is where you'll find the Cummins Onan 8,000-watt quiet diesel generator that sips fuel off of the top 3/4 of the 100-gallon fuel tank. It's also sized to power all of the electrical appliances, including the TrueAir Maximum Comfort air conditioning system, which features 2 high-efficiency 15,000 BTU units up top on the one-piece laminate block foam roof that we'll cover here in a moment, simultaneously without throwing a breaker, so it's adequately sized. A great zoomed-in shot here of the high-performance LED headlamps with the fog lamps integrated down below. Again, this entire front end is a one-piece composite that runs behind the driver and passenger and includes the acoustic closed-cell high-density foam for superior quiet performance in travels, but also while living. You can see the chrome tip for the Cummins Onan generator in the final production model. That will be flush to the front end. You can see the sleek appearance of the HWH in-wall slide room system when brought in, which you can see within the still photos on our website on Lichtsinn.com. It is a flush appearance. This coach also is built with Winnebago's superior build structure. We call this the Winnebago superstructure. It includes a steel cab superstructure surrounding the driver and passenger with precision machined plasma cut steel, which is E-coated shaped and welded for added strength. The steel cab structure allows the automotive style installation of the front curved windshield in non-hardening urethane for added durability, strength, and safety. Of course, seat belts are not the only thing that are fastened securely in the Journey. They're mounted to the steel infrastructure as opposed to competing manufacturers that still mount safety belts in wood. It includes a steel firewall between the engine and passenger compartments for superior safety and interlocking joints for all of the sidewalls and front infrastructure in conjunction with the front roof to provide a complete shell that is not reliant on internal floor plan infrastructure. As we zoom in here, you'll see the deeper, darker tint in the dual pane frameless windows rearward of the B-pillar, so behind the driver and passenger. The teardrop higher mount exterior mirrors provide safety on the ground so you're not knocking your head into it, but also 30 degrees of additional visibility with that curved one-piece windshield, because the driver no longer has to lean forward like competing manufacturers to see the patio side mirror. The top 2/3 of which are heated and powered. The lower 1/3 includes the convex parabolic wide angle technology, and of course side video camera monitoring ties in nicely with the front Excite Nav and Go GPS with a 12.3-inch infotainment display up front. Again, because these are now mounted up high, you also minimize wind whip. You'll also notice intentional design inside the front end with no screen, which is minimally ever used by a driver, but it alleviates any wind whip, but also any rattles with that screen. Down below, you'll see, of course, we include stylized aluminum wheels with 22.5-inch wheels. These also include the larger 295 tires, which is unlike a 34-foot diesel pusher, but provides superior ride and handling with the 295 tires over the 22.5-inch aluminum wheels. Just above here, you'll see the fuel fill, which does provide a dual fuel fill for the driver and passenger side with 100 gallons. A great shot here of the sleek HWH in-wall slide-out system, but also up top, the sweepies. And rather than having a traditional slide room awning that sticks out when the slide out is in, a flush design, automotive in appearance, but also then removes debris as that slide room wall is brought in. Again, these are frameless, contour, dual pane thermal insulated windows. They do also include a mini channel seal, which keeps them extremely quiet, especially in transit, compared to competing manufacturers' contour frameless windows that do not have that provide the wind whip. Again, there you'll see the dual fuel fill. Again, a 100-gallon fuel fill accessible on the driver and the passenger side. It also provides the fuel source for the AquaHot 400D that we'll touch on here in a moment, as well as the Cummins Onan generator. Just rear to this, you'll see access with the marine-style screw-in ports that provide access to the HWH pump and reservoir. Just an incredible amount of exterior and basement storage with 138 cubic feet of basement and exterior storage, with quick ports that are included to provide sealed lockable compartment doors. Each of these compartments are 31 inches in height. They also now include an innovative design that you typically only see in diesel pushers over $1 million, which are going to be the electronically actuated soft close cargo doors. So first of all, not only do you not see the paddle latches, but by using the push button access, it opens the door with an electronically actuated mechanism, but then soft close and actually sucks it in just like the lift gate on your current SUV. No more slamming of compartment doors under slide rooms. Of course, there is an emergency override, heaven forbid, should you lose power to the Journey. On the exterior, again, 138 cubic feet of basement and exterior storage, equipped with a compartment tray slide out that runs east to west, accessible on both sides. Here inside your utility compartment, all of your gauges and access in one easy to locate and easy to access location. Of course, the rotocast luggage compartments and exterior tanks are all seamless one-piece rotocast. We'll walk through each of the components here. In the upper left-hand corner, you'll see first the black tank flush. The Journey maintains a great freshwater capacity with 105 gallons of freshwater capacity, but 57 in the black, so that you can then drain your black tank at 57 gallons, irrigate it out using a non-potable water hose, and then complete your drainage with the 96-gallon gray tank. The largest 3.5-inch PVC in the industry for a more sanitary and quicker drainage of your tanks. This also is a swivel outlet to adapt to your stinky slinky or sewer hose, but also to adapt to different grades and different resort campgrounds. A multiplex Firefly wiring system is accessible not only through the Winnebago Connected Coach app that we'll touch on throughout this walkthrough, but also then provides access here with wireless remotes providing lighting, water pump access, and 3-point hydraulic leveling from here inside the coach and then also on the app. An exterior shower with both hot and cold water. You'll see the winterization kit. One of the great things about this utility center is it's mounted up higher, more ergonomically friendly, minimizing wear and tear on your back. It's also in an access that doesn't provide the head knocker with a slide room right over it. You'll see all of your winterization valves and siphon here, a dedicated freshwater inlet off to the right. It also includes the freshwater diverter feature so that if you're getting ready to head back home, you can very simply throw that valve and fill the 105 gallons of total freshwater capacity in the 34N. That valve is located right underneath the freshwater inlet right here. Whole house freshwater sediment filtration is included along with water purification under the kitchen or galley sink. You can see the electronically actuated soft close latches for the compartment doors. You can see the freshwater manifold system near the 12-volt on-demand water pump. Of course, the vehicle also then includes a powered freshwater hose. You'll also see here in a moment a powered 50-amp shoreline hose. That 50-amp shoreline cord then is very pliable so that if it is cold out, it's going to bring in a lot easier, but of course it's on a 12-volt powered reel to reset. Again, there is a manual override for each of these doors in the event that you lose power to the Journey, so don't let that worry you. Here inside this compartment, you'll see the 50-amp shoreline cord that is on a powered recess. Off to the left there, you'll see the automatic transfer switch, which automatically flips power between the Cummins Onan genset and the 50-amp shoreline cord. Of course, the quick ports are down below so that you can lock up all of your compartments either through the Winnebago Connected Coach app or from any of the multiplex Firefly pads. There you can see the surge protection in the automatic transfer switch. There's also the power switch for the 50-amp shoreline service to retract. The great thing about this is you don't have to push a button to actually pull the cord out. It very simply free flies out, and then with one touch of a button, you can very simply bring that back in. Down below, you'll see standard R6 standard wet cell RV batteries. There is an option to upgrade the lithium system to include 4 125 amp hour Lithionics batteries that then also upgrades to include 3 roof mounted solar panels that are 115 watts each. You can see the dual rear wheels with 22.5-inch stylized aluminum wheels, and again the larger 295 tires. Here you'll see your diesel exhaust fluid fill. There is an analog gauge located here. There's also a digital gauge on the Freightliner OptiView cluster up front. You can see the solid foundation with the HWH hydraulic leveling system. Automatic in mode and partnering with a company that has been in business for over 60 years with HWH, an Iowa-based company here in Moscow, Iowa. You can see the mud flaps. There's also a one-piece Winnebago embossed chrome logoed mudguard to the rear. Of course, side radiators are standard on all Journey floor plans, which provide flush floor design, but also ease of access and keeping technicians out of your RV. You can see the stylish flush appearance of the HWH in-wall slide-out system with this fresh air ventilation on each side of the walk-around king bed. And now as we work our way back out and take one zoomed shot, keep in mind each of the Winnebago Journey sidewalls include the Asdel onboard RV composite panels, which provide great benefits compared to typical Luan plywood still used in competing manufacturers. Asdel composite panels are half the weight, which leads to improved fuel efficiency, especially over larger coaches, and also increased occupants and cargo carrying capacity. They will not mold or mildew and will not rot when used to specifications, which then translates into no delamination or bubbles in the sidewalls because they're not affected by freezing and warming cycles like wood Luan. They're built without formaldehyde, toxic chemicals, or materials. They provide twice the insulation value, providing a better acoustic sound barrier. And of course, no deforestation occurs in production of these Asdel composite sidewalls used in the Winnebago Journey. They're also then parlayed in conjunction with the one-piece laminate block foam fiberglass roof that we'll touch on here in a moment. You can also see on the sides of the Winnebago Journey the contour bottom, which provides the appearance just like a high-end SUV, so it is curved down at the bottom. Again, side radiators are standard on all Winnebago Journeys, with that Cummins ISL boasting 1,150 pounds-feet of torque with 380 horses, made it up to a 6-speed automatic Allison transmission with grade braking and exhaust braking capabilities with the Cummins ISL powertrain. A beautiful one-piece fiberglass end cap here to the rear with engine access out the rear. This is also where the first of the T-valves are located to engage the manual override for the electronically actuated cargo door system. You'll see a stylish spoiler up top with the integrated roofline. A color rear view camera monitoring system again ties in nicely with the Excite Nav and Go 12.3-inch infotainment package that will cover inside the RV. You can see the high mount brake lamps are included on each side, up tall, again over any type of a dinghy or towed vehicle that you may travel with, or any type of a higher enclosed trailer that you may put in tow. You can see the high metallic pewter finish here, easy to care for, especially along the wheel wells. Working our way down then, again, this is the engine access for the Cummins ISL big block powertrain. With that side radiator, easier to access, easier to service, keeps technicians out of your master bath and master bedroom. Down below, a full 10,000 pound factory installed tow package. And the reason why we say full is because even if your coach is at full gross vehicle weight rating, you still have the capability of towing 10,000 pounds. It's also equipped with a 2-inch receiver and a 7-blade Bargeman wiring harness. Again, a manual lock here to the rear so that if you do lose power and have to manually open those cargo doors, you can do that in a domino fashion, working our way from the rear to the front. And then again, down below, a 2-inch receiver with 7-blade Bargeman wiring harness and the Winnebago mudguard down below. Of course, all of the exposed bare metal is E-coated in the latest in E-coat technology. For over 30 years, Winnebago has led the industry in rust protection with the E-coat process. Recently, a $7 million infrastructure upgrade provides E-coating similar to that used by General Motors, Honda, and Acura. During E-coating, all critical steel structural components and chassis rails are processed through a multi-stage full immersion electrocoating system. It's a 10-stage process during which they're submerged in 10 different chemical tanks. Every part is submerged for 4 minutes inside each tank. It then electrically charges the exposed bare metal to evenly plate all of the E-coating to provide rust protection to all manufactured steel parts. Again, 100% of these parts are either galvanized steel or E-coated. A chromed exhaust for the Cummins ISL is located on the patio side there out the rear. And now, unlike any dealership here in North America, we're going to elevate up to show you all of the quality components Atop a quality advantage used by Winnebago Industries for over 60 years, a one-piece laminate block foam fiberglass roof. As we elevate up, a nice sneak preview there to the Colorado Carefree 22-foot powered patio awning that extends 12 feet in depth. We'll cover that as we get back down towards the patio side. Working our way from the rear to the front, you can see the integrated awning built into the cove of the roof line. The rear spoiler trims out the integrated roofline appearance. Working our way from rear to front, you'll see each of the 15,000 BTU high-efficiency ducted air conditioning units that do include integrated AC heat pumps. You'll see the skylight for the oversized 30 by 42 inch shower that we'll showcase as we get inside, along with a MaxxAir premium vent system just forward of that. The second rooftop air conditioner then is located there to complete the TrueAir Maximum Comfort AC system that does include one continuous plenum of cold air intake and one continuous plenum of forced air output, with all of the insulation underneath each of those units to provide a whisper quiet experience for air conditioning within 6 decibels of traditional basement air or residential air conditioning. Forward of that, you'll also see the Winnebago Air 360 Plus antenna. This is an amplified omnidirectional local off-air antenna, but does include a 4G LTE Wi-Fi gateway through Verizon or AT&T using a SIM card, which then provides the Winnebago connected coach experience to be able to control a majority of your coach components from extended range through Wi-Fi connectivity to the coach. So not relying on Bluetooth technology, which is available, but providing long-range complete coach operation from away from the Journey. Forward of that, you'll also see the Sirius XM satellite radio cup antenna. This coach is also pre-wired using the connectivity port for any of the 3 types of satellite technology. So be sure to check out our Satellite RV 101 video in our video library on Lichtsinn.com, as well as several archived live interactive presentation Lichtsinn RV live experiences, and we walk through the 3 types of satellite connectivity. Also be sure to check out a connectivity enhancement page for Wi-Fi and cellular boosting that is also available to enhance voice and text, but then also provide another source of data if you choose not to use the Air 360. That might be something like a Winnebago Connect 2.0, but again, check out that video on our parts page on Lichtsinn.com. Now, as we wrap up atop the roof of the Journey 34N, let's cover some specifications. The coach is 35 feet 6 inches long tip to tip. It is a wide body at 8.5 feet and is 13 feet 3 inches tall to the most standard feature atop the roof, along with an interior ceiling height of 7 feet. And now as we work our way back towards patio level, we'll cover all of the quality components and the balance of 138 cubic feet of basement and exterior storage. You can see the exhaust down below, which is actually the exhaust for the AquaHot 400D that we'll showcase here in a moment. So again, the rear exhaust is for the Cummins ISL. The exhaust that you saw on the driver's side near the driver's seat is actually the exhaust for the Cummins Onan genset. You can see all of that depth to that Colorado Carefree awning, of course being controlled by the Winnebago Connected Coach app or inside the stepwell. Here you'll see again a dual pane thermal insulated frameless contour window for the master bedroom. Great expansive coverage here along the patio, 22 feet in length and 12 feet in depth. The 34M being a great floor plan with opposing slide outs opposite the full wall slide out. Down below here, this is an AquaHot 400D. Now this actually shows that it's a 250D, this being a prototype. The final production model will have the AquaHot 400D, which provides continued unlimited on-demand hot water, but also your auxiliary coach heat inside the vehicle. So again, it provides all of your ambient heat, but also continuous on-demand hot water. And if you option for the heated flooring system, the glycol lines are then the primary source of heat in the heated flooring option. There you can see how that door just sucks in with the closure of the electronically actuated lock. No paddle latches, nice sleek performance design. But again, just pushing a button will have it pop out. The thickest, most insulated doors ever built by Winnebago Industry, now in the Winnebago Journey line. Again, opposite here are the other 3 Group 31 deep cell RV batteries. Again, it is an option to go to 4 lithium ion 125 amp hour batteries, which then includes 345 watts of solar atop the roof. Inside this compartment, you'll see the 3,000 watt pure sine wave inverter, which is a whole coach inverter that allows you to run your electrical appliances directly off of the standard battery pack or the lithium ion package. The only thing that you cannot run off of this inverter would be the Truer Maximum Comfort AC system, the electronic fireplace, and if you option the washer and dryer. There is an inverter battery disconnect just above there, which is a great storage tool. You can see all of the color-coded PEX lines. Of course, all the wire looms built by Winnebago Industries include individually serialized numbers for easy servicing. All of the compartment doors and cabinet doors are individually serialized, so heaven forbid if you have any body damage or cabinet damage, we can have one painted or stained and sent out to you with precision match using all of the computer-aided technology by Winnebago Industries. Opposite this then in the forward compartment, tucked out of the way so that we don't have to cut out the sidewall on the patio side, is the exterior entertainment system. This includes a 40-inch high-definition television with a sound bar and wireless subwoofer. It is controlled through the HDMI matrix cabling system, so you can throw a satellite picture out to this. You could actually project your Sirius XM for great usage along the patio side. And then it conveniently tucks out of the way so that you don't have to look at a compartment outside of the sidewall. It also includes 110 volt duplexes and controls through the omnidirectional local off-air high definition antenna or resort cable or satellite connectivity, but it is also a smart TV, so you could stream it off of the Winegard Air 360 Plus or a Winegard Connect 2.0. Here you'll see push button breakers for all of your house components. Ties in nicely with the multiplex Firefly wiring system. You can see the duplex down below for 110 volt power. Again, 31 inches in height for all of the exterior components and 138 cubic feet of basement storage. Here you'll see your 110 volt breaker, and the great thing about this being located exterior to the coach is that if you do need to throw a breaker, you have the external natural lighting. Also exterior to the coach is the central vac that's located in the basement so that you can vacuum out your compartments or vacuum out your dinghy or towed vehicle. There you can see the wireless subwoofer that comes as part of the exterior entertainment package. Great pass-through storage, and again, each of these are 31 inches in height with great pass-through storage with the steel compartment tray slide-out system that runs east to west. Typically in 34-foot diesel pushers, you don't see a slide-out tray. You don't see 31 inches in terms of height, so just some great basement storage. Of course, everything in the basement is heated with a separate zone off of the AquaHot 400D setup. Again, using the diesel burner or the electrical element for fuel sources for that AquaHot 400D. Some great cubbies, again, using computer-aided design in conjunction with designing the Freightliner XCM modular bridge chassis in conjunction with Freightliner. It allows for computer-aided design for additional storage. A great shot here of the central vac system. Again, with all the hoses that you need to clean out your compartments in your basement or even a dinghy towed vehicle. Forward of this, then, you'll see the other side of that marine port access for the HWH pump and reservoir. This also includes the HDMI matrix selection system. Since it is all remote controlled, we can tuck this out of the way, but inside this compartment you'll see the Blu-ray player as well as the HDMI matrix system. Also connections for hooking up dual satellites or DVRs, and also input connections for portable satellite or resort cable. And then off to the right there, you'll see the local off-air booster switch. Most people will leave this on all the time for the Winegard Air 360 Plus. So again, this HDMI matrix system preserves high definition audio and video to the front buffet high definition television, the master bedroom, and then also the exterior entertainment system. It is remote controlled, so you never have to come out here. We just try to tuck this out of the way to maximize interior storage, but also not have to visualize those inside the coach. There's another quick port to lock up your compartments. You can do that with the Winnebago Connected Coach app or inside with the Matrix Firefly system. This is the other side of the 100-gallon fuel fill for the Journey. Again, being consumed off the Cummins ISL, the AquaHot 400D if you choose to use the diesel burner, or the Cummins Onan genset. And now as we elevate back up towards the front, an easy to access entry handle, but also a nice detailed shot here of the Colorado Carefree 22-foot powered patio awning, which is 12 feet in depth and also on a multi-stage system, so it clears the full wall slide out on the patio side. This can be controlled using the Winnebago Connected Coach app or inside the stepwell. It also includes a motion sensor, so if high winds encroach your Journey, it'll automatically bring this awning in. It's acrylic and fabric, so it doesn't provide a greenhouse effect underneath the awning. Keeps things nice and cool, allowing your patio area to breathe. It includes independent LED lighting for this and the over the entry door awning that can be dimmed through the Winnebago Connected Coach app. A very unique over the door entry awning because it does come out diagonally intentionally, so that because of the unique design of the door, it ensures that we maximize the width of the door, being 32 inches in width, but also this awning, since it comes out on a diagonal, will not provide that sword effect sticking out from the aerodynamic raked front end. It provides a sleek, flush front end. This is a unique Italian door, which is the widest in the industry at 32 inches. It does include an independent screen built into the threshold of the door threshold, and not the actual door itself, to minimize rattles. It is a dual latch system on the door with an ergonomic access up front, and then when you close the door, it's also at an ergonomical reach. You'll also see within the stepwells, each of the steps are 9 inches in depth and 8 inches on rise, including the electrical entry step. It provides a safer experience, and also a safer experience if you're carrying goods or groceries or packing inside the Winnebago Journey. And now as we work our way inside the Winnebago Journey 34N, we'll cover one sweeping shot of this floor plan, and then we'll cover each of the main living areas in more detail. This particular 34N is ordered in the hewing interior. It includes a canvas linen ultra leather ultra fabrics collection with luxury plank flooring and true hardwood walnut wood. It is also available in the Laurel interior. The Laurel interior includes darker ultra fabrics with ultra leather, weathered teak hardwood cabinetry, and a lighter sandstone appearance to the Corian countertops. Whichever interior you select, you'll notice that the wood is handcrafted here in Forest City by Winnebago Industries using computer-aided design, so that not only can we maximize interior storage, but we can minimize tolerances in fit and finish, which long-term will alleviate squeaks and rattles compared to competing manufacturers. Here within the full wall slide out, the first thing you'll notice is a full sightline front to rear, because we have invested in a counter depth residential refrigerator and freezer. This particular 34N has the optional home theater seating. Here we'll cover in detail the Glide and Dine dining table and buffet with workstation, an enormous pantry, large customizable Baldacci wardrobe closet in the full wall slide out with every Winnebago Journey 34, and including this particular one, you will see a true 72 by 80 inch king bed that pneumatically reclines, adjusts, and also includes an easy make feature that we'll cover. Up top, you'll see a residential inspired barn door, a large oversized bath and one with a large 30 by 42 inch shower. Here you'll see the single control panel for the Winnebago connected coach that does then include all of the wireless remotes as well as far-reaching with Wi-Fi when connected, a large oversized kitchen or galley with the electric fireplace and high-definition television on an electric lift, and then up front, ultra leather seats, both of which rotate to become integral lounge chairs to the 34N. Every Winnebago Journey includes the luxury plank flooring. You can literally Swiffer this coach out from front to rear in a matter of seconds. You'll also see a flush floor made possible because of the Freightliner Maxim 2 XCM modular bridge chassis. Keeping with the acoustically quiet theme, you'll also notice up top with the 7-foot interior ceiling height, an automotive headliner that is perforated and designed to provide acoustic protection and quietness inside the living area. You'll also notice no heating, ventilation, and air conditioning clouds. It's a very clean ceiling that we'll cover in detail with one continuous plenum of cold air intake and one continuous plenum of forced air output, with all of those intakes being tucked behind additional ceiling insulation. Here inside the first of 3 slide outs, opposite the full wall slide out, you'll see the true hardwood walnut with contemporary onyx black hardware. This does include a full bank of overhead walnut cabinetry. You'll notice all of the indirect lighting, the cove molding with the frameless in-wall slide out trims. Beautiful indirect lighting throughout the entire RV. We use LED lighting. Here you'll see that transition with the cove molding that provides that residential appearance with a flush HWH in-wall slide out. Indirect lighting is included above and then also below. A beautiful backsplash is included throughout the kitchen and galley, including this area, which does include trim with the walnut wood inserts inside that mosaic glass. This TV rises out of the buffet area. Accessible from the multiplex Firefly wiring system in the home theater setup, but also in the Winnebago Connected Coach app, and does include a home theater mode, which then integrates through into the soundbar with dimming your lighting, activating the fireplace if you choose to program it that way, and providing the last channel watched. Down below you'll see an electric fireplace with ambience or heat settings. It is controllable with a remote control. A very unique thing to this coach is not only do we have the true MCD American Duo night and roller shades, the designers at Winnebago Industries have installed MCD roller shade garages up in the cabinetry so that you don't see the MCD shades when they're recessed. These are true proprietary MCD solar shades that revolutionized the industry back in 2010. These are not knockoff slow rise blinds like competing manufacturers use and then cover the dual pane thermal insulated windows. Here, a soft open 110 volt outlet for all of your kitchen appliances. You'll see these scattered throughout that we'll cover here in a moment. True Corian solid surface countertops are included, including for the buffet. Full drawer stacks are included underneath this area to maximize kitchen and galley storage. They also include soft close drawer glides, and certain ones are actually customized to maximize drawer storage around drainage pipes and certain other appliances. Again, this TV rises out at the touch of a button near the home theater setup, but also from the Winnebago Connected Coach app. And again, it does include the home theater setting. Tremendous amount of BTU and heat is provided by this electric fireplace. It does run off of the Cummins Onan genset or when plugged into 50 amp electrical shoreline service. It does also include a remote for controlling the flame, the height of the flame, and also the heat output. Here you'll see intricately detailed with hiding the sound bar for the home theater setup. The TV is a 50-inch high-definition smart TV, again, that rises out of that buffet behind the fireplace and is controlled by the HDMI digital matrix system that you saw in the basement of the Journey. Again, tucked out of the way and controlled through the remote control setup. You can see the attention to detail with that luxury plank flooring, very easy to maintain. Again, one factory installed option that is available is the heated flooring that runs off of the AquaHot. Those are true glycol lines that are laser routed out of the flooring compared to competing manufacturers that throw down electrical elements and contribute to cold spots. Here you'll see the largest microwave and convection oven available. This is a true microwave convection oven that allows you to bake, brown, and roast just like a traditional oven, yet it frees up drawer stack space and also the opportunity for a Fisher & Paykel dishwasher. Be sure to check out our microwave convection cooking classes in our video library on Lichtsinn.com, including the Lichtsinn RV Live experience where we invited a pair of chefs taking delivery of their factory fresh RV here at Lichtsinn RV to do a microwave convection cooking class where you will learn about the rule of 25. You can see the intricate detail with the chosen backsplash with the mosaic inserts, but also the tie-in to the walnut cabinetry. Here inside the kitchen and galley area, you'll also see a dual true induction cooktop that is removable and can be taken outside. It lifts up and plugs in with a 110 volt cord, so you could take it outside if you're cooking things that you don't want that odor inside. So if you're cooking spicy foods or fish and you don't want that smell inside, you can remove that and take it outside. The beauty of induction cooking is that it is extremely quick, it's very efficient, but it's also very safe. So if you travel with pets or people that are less knowledgeable, if you leave that on, it doesn't actually sense the heat and begin to cook until it senses induction cookware. Here you'll see one of several multiplex Firefly wiring remotes that are wireless. They very simply lift up. You can use them as a remote control, or you could very simply change the battery on your own. This particular one controls the water pump, the Max Air powered ventilator fan system, as well as galley lighting. Of course, throughout the RV and within the Winnebago Connected Coach app, we can do one touch off for all coach lighting when you're ready to retire for the evening. A great shot here of the full-length extension and metal drawer glides used in the quality construction of our full drawer stacks. Compared to competing manufacturers that still are using plastic drawer glides to trip over pennies and nickels, just a complete full drawer stack. You'll also see drawers that are customized to provide maximum drawer space, but also then are customized around drainage. For example, this drawer underneath the sink top area. Down below here, you'll see the optional Fisher & Paykel dishwasher, a full bank of overhead walnut cabinetry with indirect lighting. Up top here, you'll see the Max Air powered ventilator fan system, which is controlled on the wall outlet since we do have 7-foot ceilings inside the Journey. There you can see a nice shot of that perforated acoustic headliner used in automotive applications to provide a whisper quiet experience. And then we continue with that crown that ties in the HWH in-wall slide room trims. Again, using computer-aided design, Winnebago Industries can maximize the storage and provide additional nooks anywhere there is open space. This particular one also includes indirect lighting as well as adjustable shelving and actually contours around to your right. As we work our way down, again, the mosaic backsplash, but also an innovative modular stainless steel sink. Undermounted to the Corian countertops with the flip-up countertop extension off to the left in conjunction with the full buffet off to your right, an L-shaped Cook's Dream. A flexible handheld kitchen faucet with removable sink sprayer provides efficiency in cleaning your dishes. Very simply pulls off and then is adjustable for a flexible handheld sprayer with a single control kitchen faucet. We'll slide this to the left to reveal the innovative modular stainless steel sink. It provides a functional single or dual basin with a drying rack and cutting board. It also includes that secondary basin that you can use to clean, for example, fruits and vegetables and keep all of any type of bacteria or things that might be on dishes that you clean away. Or you could use it as a secondary drying rack area. But a very innovative drop-in, undermounted stainless steel sink. Very easy to clean, but great functionality with that single or dual basin with the drying rack and wood cutting board. Great how that slides left to right depending upon your dexterity or where you would like certain things. This is also accessible when the slide out comes in. Be sure to check out on our vehicle display page on Lichtsinn.com hundreds of photos, including photos with these slide outs brought in, with the glide and dine that actually recesses to the rear. You have full walkthrough capabilities, including accessing your oversized bath and one in transit. You can also operate the slide outs from the Winnebago Connected Coach app or from the hard buttons that are right inside the stepwell overhead the passenger sink. But a great contemporary residential living setup here within the kitchen and galley as we leave the sink area. Again, the coach does include the water purification system, which is under sink mounted. You'll see an enormous dual stacked pantry accessible from either side just opposite this area. Nice single control, dual sprayer here. A great Corian pull-up countertop extension is off to the left, a full drawer stack underneath with that customizable drawer that circumvents the drainage system. You can see how it's contoured. Of course, we can simplify your remote control life because we'll showcase here in the home theater setup how we include remote control storage locations. Down below, this is a Fisher and Paykel optional dishwasher. It provides a tremendous amount of capacity for cleaning your dishes. Up to 10 complete plate settings. It is whisper quiet because of how well insulated it is. And you can see how easily customizable it is depending upon the type of dishware that you use, including utensils, cutlery, and other fixed mounted locations. Very simple to use. Be sure to check out our Fisher and Paykel operating video in our video library on Lichtsinn.com. Again, a great flip-up countertop extension. Does provide ease of access when the slide outs are out when you need it, but then also drops down to provide a full hallway, including that counter depth residential refrigerator for an easy walkthrough when the slide outs are in, so that in transit you can access the oversized bath and one or drop for a nap to the rear king bed. Now, in the full wall slide out that you'll see here, this is the optional home theater seating. We'll also cover the fact that this standard does include Winnebago's proprietary Rest Easy mechanically reclining sofa that does include the tablets that you see here. A great shot of how those MCD American Duo Night and roller shades are hidden when brought up with the roller shade garages to the rear of this full bank of overhead walnut cabinetry. Again, this dual pane thermal insulated window does include the canopy or jalousie style tip out windows. You can see the full bank of hardwood walnut cabinetry. Again, you can also opt for the weathered teak or the Sonoma in the other two palettes that we covered earlier. Directional reading lamps overhead, and then continuing with the MCD American Duo night and solar shade system. For complete opaque privacy during the evening. Again, standard is the Rest Easy 12-volt mechanically reclining sofa that does convert into a 48 by 74 inch sleeping surface and includes 3 safety belts. Here is the opposite remote for the multiplex Firefly wiring system for lighting controls, TV lift controls, and master lighting on and off, so you can completely dim or drop any of the lighting. Anytime you see an arrow there, if you press that, it is dimmable. It's also controllable through the Winnebago Connected Coach app, available for your Apple or Android or a tablet. Speaking of tablets, this does have the tablet table for the home theater setup with integrated cup holders. These include dual safety belts. However, do not convert into an additional sleeping surface if need be. Again, our consultants always educate our guests to really play for the rule in terms of how many people you need to consistently sleep. And if you're in a pinch, there are alternative sleeping options. But again, the Rest Easy sofa is standard, this being the home theater setup. This brings the ottoman out for the home theater setup. Just the attention to detail in the Ultra Fabrics Ultra Leather collection with the attention to detail in the canvas linen that appears to be needle pointed in but provides an easy to clean, durable surface. Since it is a synthetic leather, you can be very aggressive in terms of cleaning and is very weather temperative. Inside the storage area here, you'll see USB charge points, but also remote control storage locations that attach to that liner inside, so they're customizable in terms of your reach. But again, USB and 12-volt power points for recharging your tablet or smartphone. Included on each side as well. Of course, nearby there is a 110-volt outlet for a laptop if it doesn't charge on a USB-C outlet, although many do now. Dedicated cup holders along with coasters that include some nice Winnebago, not necessarily riddles, but trivia, paying heritage to the rich traditional history at Winnebago Industries. A nice elongated tablet workstation is great for a pull-up meal, but also for a tablet or laptop that can be placed on either side. And additional laptop tables are available if you need one for each side. Another factory installed option that is available are dual ottomans. These are freestanding hybrid chairs and storage devices that also then provide storage underneath with an ottoman footrest, but also then providing an additional chair with a very comfortable rear lower back support. The storage for the top of the ottomans then also flip over to become hard workstations. A great shot here of the Glide and Dine dining table and chair setup. Up top, a nice traditional sconce lighting overhead. We continue with a large picture window here, right outside your Glide and Dine dining table and buffet. One of the appeals to this is it provides an oversized dining table. It can also then be turned with the spaces underneath for a dual person desk. It can be actually glided east to west, or it could actually be set up as an L-shaped desk by taking the tabletop and sliding it one way for a great L-shaped workstation. There you can see the 110-volt outlets that we were talking about. There is one on each side. And then all of these storage locations here open so that the chairs then work east to west in the full wall slide out, so that you can actually store the chairs in transit. You can see how these just slide, and then they provide some innovative access for electrical devices. But again, this could be used as a two-person desk looking out a beautiful picture window. It could be used as an oversized L-shaped desk, and then it provides a great dining table and buffet setup. Here you can see the walnut extension for the tabletop. That can be removed if it's just two people so that you have more walkway. But it does then recess, and then when you remove the extension, provides a great flexible walkway all the way through the RV when you're in transit and the slide outs are brought in. Again, you can check out additional pictures of the slide outs being brought in on our vehicle display page on lichtsinn.com, where there are hundreds of photos of this particular Journey 34N. Again, all of the electrical outlets throughout the Journey are hot directly off of that 3,000 watt pure sine wave inverter off of the batteries, so that if you do not have a need to run your generator, or if you don't have access to 50 amp shoreline service, you can still function all of those household appliances. A large dual split pantry includes a positive lock latching mechanism, but also includes accessibility on either side. So great flexibility if you're transitioning from this location to the residential refrigerator or freezer, or transitioning over to your work prep station. Since it is split, it can carry heavier goods, and of course we continue with the full-length metal extensions on this oversized pantry. You can see the hardware up in the upper right-hand corner for the contemporary barn door for the master bedroom. There you can see the flush floor made possible because of the side radiator. A nice additional prep surface right there with the lower pantry being opened. There you can see the soft close glides that are included on all of the drawers as well as the pantry. Here you'll also see an oversized stainless steel Samsung residential refrigerator and freezer. This has been invested in a counter depth to provide more walkway when the slide outs are brought in. This is an 18 cubic foot refrigerator and freezer with water dispenser, automatic ice maker, and a bottom freezer drawer. Again, this does function off of the pure sine wave inverter and the battery setup. So 6 Group 31 RV batteries, or if you opt for the optional 425 amp hour Lithionics lithium ion batteries with the 345 watts of rooftop solar. As we take a look at the adjustable bins and shelves, we'll wrap up here with some specifications. This particular Winnebago Journey is 35 feet 6 inches long tip to tip. It is a wide body at 8.5 feet and 13 feet 3 inches to the most standard feature atop the roof, with the chassis being aired up. 105 gallons of total freshwater capacity. There are 96 of which then transfer into your gray tank, and 57 into your black tank from the oversized bath and one toilet area that we'll cover here in a moment. We'll open up the freezer drawer next to showcase just how much versatile storage here there is, because it has a residential drawer that actually then recesses in, so a drawer within a drawer for great storage. And again, this is an 18 cubic foot stainless steel refrigerator and freezer. Opposite this area is an oversized bath and one with access to the Winnebago connected coach, but will now transition into the master bedroom, where there is an overhead ceiling fan. Again, you don't see or hear any of the dual 15,000 BTU high efficiency ducted air conditioning units with integrated AC heat pumps, because they are tucked behind additional insulation in the ceiling with that automotive acoustic headliner. Inside the master bedroom, you'll also see this ceiling fan, which is controlled by the wall outlet or by the wireless remote that can then be used next to your bed stand. But some great fresh air ventilation, especially in conjunction with the fact that we do have bedroom windows here in the rear that open to provide great fresh air ventilation. Inside the master bedroom, there is also a true 72 by 80 inch king bed. It is not a short king like a lot of competing manufacturers use. A full bank of overhead walnut cabinetry with directional reading lamps. You can control all of your lighting from overhead the bed area to retire for the evening. An articulating 40-inch high-definition smart TV just above the dresser to the rear that will show how it articulates out. This king bed also includes the all-new WinSleep system by Winnebago Industries. Again, 72 by 80 inches in terms of size, but also includes really 4 critical things to the WinSleep system. It includes the Deep Freeze Plus technology to draw excess heat from your body. It includes serene foam with a plush superior foam and pillow top with supportive air technology. It is CertiPure US tested and certified without ozone depleters or toxic chemicals like mercury, lead, or formaldehyde, and the suspension provides flexible support underneath. You'll see the upholstered headboard to the rear. It is pneumatically reclining and adjustable so that you can elevate this up if one of the coach occupants has a bit of a sniffle, or if you'd like to recline and read during the evening or watch TV with a slight incline. But it also includes the Easy Make function so that you don't have to navigate the nightstands on each side. Here, this is fully recessed now. There's also storage underneath that king bed, and then also medical device storage on each side for a CPAP or BPAP machine. So again, fully elevated in this location, great for reclining in the evening, or if you need to elevate ahead to ensure that you have a peaceful night's sleep. And then as we lay it flat, if you continue on, it actually recesses out so that you don't have to navigate those nightstands to make your bed. Each of the nightstands have 110 volt outlets, 12 volt power points, and USB power points. But there is medical device storage underneath each side in the enclosed cabinetry. There is storage underneath the bed besides the rams that you see here for the pneumatically reclining bed. This is the same type of pneumatically reclining bed mechanism that we've used in our Rest Easy 12 volt mechanically reclining sofas that we have used ever since 2000. So over 20 years of tested, proven gear motor technology to pneumatically recline that bed. Here you can see the runner for the bed includes the Bound by the W Winnebago embossed logo. Again, that's just a runner, but also can be used if you do leave your shoes on throughout using the coach and just want to jump up for a quick nap. You can leave them on and protect your bedding. Working our way to the rear components, then we'll show the medical device storage or nightstand areas and the technology that is included in there as we elevate this bed back to its primary location. Each of these nightstands include the piano hinge nightstand tops that open to provide access to that. Here you'll see a dual pane thermal insulated window with the MCD blackout shade with some great fresh air ventilation. Indirect lighting throughout, continuing with the LED lighting, which is 70% more energy efficient compared to normal incandescent or halogen lighting. This is also a soft white LED lighting selected by Winnebago Industries, so it's not the bright artificial white light. Here you can see the hinges for the CPAP or BPAP machine storage with 110 volt, 12 volt, and USB power points. In this area, intentionally designed with a total of 9 drawers and to provide the appearance of a residential dresser. Some great storage here with indirect lighting overhead and overhead storage as well behind the dark walnut hardwood cabinet face frames. This is a true 40-inch high-definition smart TV with the JBL wireless soundbar. There are dual 110-volt outlets behind if you need to add additional components to it, such as an Amazon Fire Stick or Roku stick. You can use the USB off of the television to provide that voltage for a Fire Stick or a Roku stick. A total of 9 drawers here, all of which are full-length extensions with metal drawer glides. Just above that dresser, also that 40-inch high-definition smart TV is on an articulating mount, so it can be pulled out and angled directly towards the headboard portion by pulling down that strap. Off to the left then, another detachable multiplex Firefly wiring system for lighting. Again, anytime you see the arrows, those are dimmable, but also then include lighting for the TV cabinet and for the ceiling fan, as well as bringing the bed up or down. Of course, it's accessible through the Winnebago Connected Coach app as well for your smartphone or tablet. Off to the left, you'll see the louver doors. Not only can this be storage as you see here, but you can also option, which most will, the stacked Splendid washer and dryer with dedicated units to maximize capacity. It is pre-wired and pre-plumbed, so it could be added down the road. But again, a factory installed option with the stacked washer and dryer. Otherwise, you do receive these adjustable shelves. And then down below, you'll see many accessories that ship with the coach, including the attachments for the central vac system, which does run front to rear. It's accessible for every square inch of the journey. And then you can also vacuum out your compartments or a dinghy towed vehicle. You can see the cordwood transitioning the vinyl plank flooring to the rich faux style colored wallboard. The same wallboard is used throughout the RV to provide seamless transition, just like you would in your home. We don't seam in lesser quality materials to save pennies and nickels like competing manufacturers. A large customizable wardrobe closet includes the Baldacci wardrobe flexible storage cabinet options, of which there are many accessories that can be purchased to customize this wardrobe closet exactly how you would like it. So this is a customizable Italian wardrobe closet system, and many of those accessories are simply available online to purchase here in the United States, but some great flexible wardrobe closet storage. Continuing on with the luxury plank system, and then here a true hardwood barn door provides privacy to the master bedroom. It does lock in transit. We'll also showcase the forward nightstand here, which provides the same medical device storage, but then also the 110 volt, 12 volt power point and USB charge points. You can see the nice transition there with the HWH in-wall slide system. We continue with the crown soft molding to provide a sleek appearance front to rear. Here you can see the aluminum hardware for the barn door system that slides open and does lock into place in storage. There is a full-length mirror here on the door, but as we recess this, you'll also see the rich faux style colored wallboard and complete privacy from the front to the rear. Just behind there, you'll see one of the sensors for the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system that does provide sensory thermistor technology even when that door is recessed for zone controls of your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system, whereas it be quiet air conditioning, quiet heat pump technology, or running the diesel burner or electric element for the AquaHot 400D system. Another full-length mirror system, and then also this is the central vac setup. You can see the cold air intake off to the left. Once you insert an attachment into this central vac system, it will automatically turn the central vac on. Very easy to keep all of the dirt out because you empty the canisters outside of the journey. Again, another full-length mirror, and now as we work our way inside the oversized bath in one, you'll see some great conveniences, including an illuminated mirror and also appliance garage off to the left. Here you'll see a single-piece surround for an oversized, branded by Winnebago, big shower at 30 by 42 inches that does include a seated area. Nice area to step up as well to access different body parts. And then overhead, you'll see great height clearance with 7 feet tall ceilings, a beautiful overhead skylight. Here you'll see a MaxAir premium vent system, that is controllable on the multiplex Firefly wiring pads that you'll see here in a moment. You can see the rain sensor that's included with that. Now let's cover each of the areas in the bath in more detail. A beautiful overhead skylight provides for even additional height clearance, but nice indirect lighting coming in this oversized shower. The shower does then also include the luxury dual shower heads with the large rainfall shower and also the wand fixture. You can start and stop the water both on the head as well as on the faucet in the event that you are RVing off-grid and need to conserve the 105 gallons of fresh water. A single piece surround is included that then translates into lower maintenance and easy cleaning. It's then enclosed with a textured glass shower door that does include a transit lock. But a great shot here of the seat-in shower. Again, 30 by 42 inches and over 7 feet in height. Nice contemporary hardware there with the dual shower head with the large rainfall shower and wand fixture. There you can see the lock for transit, but then also as we bring that out, great privacy inside the oversized 30 by 42 inch shower. Continue with the MCD American Dual Night and Solar Shade System with an additional emergency exit and a large linen closet storage cabinet that's split and included up and down with some nice hidden storage to the rear. Again, taking advantage of computer-aided design, this lower then provides additional storage underneath in that linen closet. A wonderful illuminated integrated mirror with the medicine cabinet just behind it with contemporary towel hooks and towel bars. You can see the 110 volt access inside for recharging a toothbrush or to store a curling iron or any of your lavatory appliances, perhaps a rechargeable shaver. But it does have an appliance garage off to the left of the sink area. So some versatile storage here in this oversized bath in one. You can see a slightly different mosaic, intentionally integrated backsplash for the waterfall style sink that is integrated into the Corian countertops. You can see the controls off to the right for the electric acuity assist flush for the electric porcelain toilet. The Firefly pad off to the right for the powered ventilator fan and lighting. And then this is the storage garage that does include a 110 volt outlet. Great for a hairdryer, curling iron, or any type of lavatory device that you may be using. Of course, that is a GFI protected outlet. And many of the accessories that other manufacturers force you to go out and purchase are included, including the residential tissue holder, towel bars, and towel hooks. Again, a detachable multiplex Firefly pad for the ceiling, 12 volt on-demand water pump so that if you do use the facilities and forgot to turn the water pump on, you can still clean your hands. And then down below are the controls for the Tecma electric acuity assist flush that does include water saver mode. Most people will refer to this as the number 1 flush, and then the powerful number 2 flush off to the right. Continuing on with the Corian cabinetry to integrate within the residential appearance. Of course, we haven't forgotten the location for the second waste paper basket underneath the sink area. Tissue paper storage is included off to the left then. And then a residential height porcelain toilet that does include the electric assist flush. No longer do you have to use a wand on the toilet or a foot pedal flush. It's an electric assist. And again, it does have the water saver mode as well as the power flush. The door to this oversized master bath is a true hardwood door. It's not a hollow core door. And now we'll look at the brains inside the Winnebago Journey. This is the Winnebago Connected Coach one-place panel. This integrates into your smartphone or tablet and can be controlled using the Winegard Air 360 Plus if you choose to include the 4G LTE SIM card to provide 24/7 internet, but a wonderfully designed, easy to access layout that is customizable. Here you can see all of the gauge levels. Here you'll see controls for the automatic Cummins Onan generator start system feature, where you can program this so that if you lose shoreline power or if your RV batteries get low, it will automatically turn that Cummins Onan genset on and then automatically turn them off when they're charged. And of course, all of that can be customized through on or off generator park hours. You can see readouts for your house and engine batteries. Here you'll see the controls for the zonal heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system, including controls for the AquaHot diesel burner or the AquaHot electric element. It also includes 3 zones for the AquaHot system for the front and rear or for your lower basement, and then controls for the heated flooring system if you select that factory installed option. You can see automatic climate controls for the front and the rear for the air and integrated AC heat pump components. Next will be your lighting controls, including exterior lighting, theater mode, and then each of these main areas are individually floor planned out so that you can control what lighting you'd like in what living area, whether it be the master bedroom, the main living area, or the front cab lighting. You can also do one-touch master compartment basement turn on and off lighting. And then you'll also see the theater mode, which is customizable. Here you'll see controls and warnings for the HWH in-wall slide-out system, which you can do on your smartphone or tablet, either with near range through Bluetooth or far range, but also right above the passenger seat so that you can extend those prior to walking through. Again, since you do want clean power running to those with the ignition being on, preferably with the engine running to provide that clean power, it makes most sense to be doing up front in your cab from your smartphone or tablet or from those overhead switches, but you can certainly do it from this location. Here you'll also see controls for the main awning, including the ability to tilt and pivot that awning, as well as controls for the lighting on the awning. Here you'll also see another one of the 3-point leveling locations, again up front in the basement or from this location on the Winnebago Connected Coach main panel. You can also dump the air in the chassis. You can gain approximately 1 to 3 inches in overhead height by dropping the air in the chassis, and of course you would only want to be doing that short distances. For storage, here you can also see all of your online quick start guides, dealer info, and digital operator manuals, along with videos and diagrams to provide a more seamless experience. Of course, our video library and our factory-trained master RVDA, RVIA certified technicians will certainly provide you the right ground foundation for this. Winnebago can also be sending certain messages to this one-place panel with the Winnebago Connected Coach when it is then brought in through the SIM card. It is pre-installed with an AT&T SIM card that is hot for far-reaching capabilities by Winnebago Industries to provide a better user experience in the event that you would have a warning or something that you need to have Winnebago just do a remote diagnostic for. Of course, we can do that here at Lichtsinn RV with our master RVDA, RVIA certified technicians. Here are some user selectable settings, including the screensaver time, the ability to ensure that nothing moves when you clean the screen, and then also certain settings in the app. Back to the home screen, again, you'll see just an overview of everything, including the exterior weather, battery voltage, and also the controls for the true level holding tank monitoring system, in which, of course, we never drill through a seamless one-piece rotocast tank. Very simply, then they read that freshwater, gray, and black tank to an individual percentage. Now, as we work our way back up, we'll wrap up in the cockpit area some great storage overhead with just spacious 7 feet ceilings and even taller up front for an open feel as soon as you walk in. Overhead, beautiful indirect lighting as well as storage in each of these locations, including some appreciation to Winnebago heritage here with an innovative design of the Journey that runs from its roots all the way out to palm trees on the beach area. As you take this slider and move it from left to right, you'll see that motorhome work its way through the forestry out to the sand and beach area. Just a fun little fact that pays rich tradition to Winnebago's heritage. Some great storage then behind this walnut trimmed area as well, so there is storage behind these. And then off to the right, you'll see a subtle laid out map in which the Journey starts out with its production roots here in Forest City, Iowa. We'll slide this open. There also are controls here for the HWH in-wall slides, so that if you'd like to open the slides from this location, you certainly can as well. There you can see Forest City, Iowa in that subtle appearance. Controls here for the slide rooms. Controls off to the right for the Winegard Air 360 Plus. Again, that provides your local off-air omnidirectional antenna for local off-air high-definition reception, but also provides 24/7 internet inside the Journey. And then down below you'll see controls for the optional Winegard Traveler. Again, one thing people often overlook are having slide out controls right near your entry well. But again, you can open those slide outs or close and recess even outside using the Winnebago Connected Coach app. Great transition with a pillowy cloud area here. But looking back then, you see sleek appearance because there are no heating, ventilation, and air conditioning clouds. Up front, each of these cab seats are 6-way power assist. With adjustable armrests, they swivel, provide fixed lumbar support, and multi-adjustably recline. We include safety enhancements such as 3-point safety belts with adjustable shoulder heights, a multitude of cup holders, a great shot here of the floating dash. And the reason why that's so important is, one, it's easy to clean, but it also removes a trip hazard, as there are no toe stops as that dash floats just above the ground area. Each of these seats are the Ultra Fabrics Ultra Leather. Here you'll see controls for the HWH automatic hydraulic leveling system, controls for each of the mirrors, controls for the heat in the mirrors. A nice soft transition there with the automotive ABS fascia off to the left, a cup holder behind and a cup holder ahead that we'll showcase here in a moment. There you'll see controls for the powered and heated mirrors, and then you'll also see controls here for the powered front shade system, as well as controls for the engine exhaust brake, controls to start and stop the Cummins Onan generator, an auxiliary battery boost, so that in the event that your chassis batteries are low, you can actually jump start the Journey off of your house batteries. Here you'll also see the powered MCD blackout roller visor and passenger shade for the front curved windshield. Now, the reason why this is important is that if you're traveling solo, or if your co-captain or occupant in the passenger seat is asleep and the sun begins to set, or if you've embarked on an early morning, you can use those as powered sun visors. But also a great shot here from the driver's seat of how you can actually view straight through to that patio side mirror that's placed slightly ahead. But the beauty of it is, when you're in the passenger seat, you have full view of the open road ahead. Here you can see controls for the LED high performance headlamps and fog lamps up front. Push button start here from the Freightliner controls, and then we'll also showcase here in a moment the OptiView dash. Of course, this steering column is a tilt and telescoping steering column with controls off to the left for the Freightliner OptiView LCD instrumentation cluster that is customizable, and then controls on the right for the Excite radio, which is a 12.3-inch LCD color touchscreen monitor. And the beauty of that is that it is sized to match the Freightliner OptiView for a streamlined automotive dash appearance. So the same size monitors on each side, but the one on the right you can split screen that we'll showcase here in a moment. But again, a customizable Freightliner OptiView dash, which is controlled with the controls on the thumb wheel off to the left of this tilt and telescoping steering column. Controls off to the right then for the Excite radio with that 12.3-inch display on the right thumb wheel controls. You can see a beautiful pearled carbon fiber instrument panel applique overlaid the OptiView dash. Again, these are customizable, but in the upper left-hand corner and upper right-hand corner, you'll see all of your airbag PSIs. You'll see the RPM on the left, your instrumentation for which gear the Allison transmission is in, centered in the RPM gauge, your speed off to the right, and then additional diagnostics are customizable by using the thumb wheel on the left-hand side. The beauty of this new Excite 12.3-inch infotainment package is that it does include light-duty automotive GPS, which is Navingo, used by Honda and Acura and other light-duty automotive applications. It does include the GPS navigation system. It is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capable. It includes the color rear view camera monitoring system and each of the side video cameras that can be used as dedicated security cameras, or they are articulated by using the turn signal column. Here you'll see all of your downloaded media as we work through this. It does include USB inputs, HDMI connectivity, along with CB wiring prep if you're out on a caravan. Here you can see the additional views out the rear, including hitch view, plane view, and then horizon view. So again, multiple views with that color rear view camera monitoring system. And then it is split screen capable, so you can use either side to that. So you could be driving down the road monitoring what's behind you and using the navigation, or listening to Sirius XM. Complete heating, ventilation, and air conditioning controls, with kind of a fun novelty here with aviation style switches for additional controls down below. This allows you to power the Excite radio off the chassis or the house batteries. Lighting switches, and then also controls for the electric flush floor step for the passenger, including exterior porch lighting. Some nice storage underneath, but again, this area just floats above the floor, so it's very easy to clean, but it's also safer and it doesn't provide a trip hazard. Off to the right then, an easy to access entry handle coming in and out, the widest entry door in the RV industry, trimmed out here with the luxury plank flooring. Another multiplex Firefly wiring system here. Here are the controls for the step that we'll bring out. It provides a flush floor for the passenger. This actually works its way out to the east and then works its way actually up to be a complete flush floor for the passenger. You can see multiple USB and 12-volt power points, as well as 110-volt outlets that are hot off of the inverter, even in transit, so the passenger can be using the new workstation that we'll cover here in a moment for a laptop, a tablet, or recharging your smartphone, or all three at the same time to stay connected on the road. And again, a great shot here of the new Italian door that includes the screen in the threshold of the door frame, so it's not on the door, which then provides rattles going down the road. Again, everything designed in this coach to be a whisper quiet experience, traveling down the road to where you don't have to raise your voice and carrying on a normal conversation, tested by scientific labs at 55 and 65 miles per hour. With a tremendous amount of data provided by Winnebago Industries that test compared to competing manufacturers and achieving those benchmarks set out by Winnebago. Controls for the entry door lock, again a multiplex Firefly wiring pad for auto leveling, master one-touch lighting on and off, dimmable ceiling lights, and the ability to turn all of those compartment basement lights off. You'll see the premium sound speakers then inside this cab area. But again, this is really designed for the passenger either in transit or while living. That includes the 110 volt, 12 volt, and USB power points. Manual switches then are also included for the awning controls. And then on each side, we include MCD blackout roller shades for the driver and passenger windows for privacy in the evening. This is the passenger seat that includes the Plus Lounger, slightly larger passenger cab seat with a footrest and flip-up workstation. It's integrated into the side of the chair, so there's not an additional item to swivel out and bonk you because it's integrated right into the armrest. And again, each of these become integral lounge chairs. And so as we swivel around, we'll cover one last sweeping shot, as I want to take this opportunity to thank you for visiting Lichtsinn RV and for the opportunity to unveil for you the quietest, smoothest, and visible ride in the RV industry as America's best-selling Class A diesel pusher returns home to Forest City, Iowa for production of the all-new Winnebago Journey. This is the 34N, available here at Lichtsinn RV, America's closest dealer to Winnebago Industries. We're located only 1 mile north of the Winnebago factory, based right here in Forest City, Iowa, and recently named by the manufacturer, Winnebago Industries, as the North American top dealer for sales volume across all of the motorized coach divisions of Winnebago Industries, based right here in Forest City, Iowa, but reaching out across all of North America for that top sales volume award now for the past 6 consecutive years. However, most importantly, be the first to break in and protect your new Cummins ISL powertrain in accordance with the way Cummins outlines online and in their owner's manuals that we covered earlier. If possible, no towing for the first 1,000 miles and operating during the first 50 to 100 miles at 1,500 to 1,800 RPMs, varying your speeds and not traveling with the cruise control for countless miles, allowing the engine to seat the cylinders in that Cummins ISL, as opposed to the way a delivery driver may and do tow their own personal vehicle out to your local dealership. Be the first to break in that new Cummins powertrain, sleep that first night in your master bedroom king bed, and eat that first meal in your Glide and Dine dining table, chairs, and buffet setup, available here at Lichtsinn RV. Thank you for visiting Lichtsinn RV here in Forest City, Iowa, the home of Winnebago Industries. I'm Ron Lichtsinn, and I want to thank you for visiting our dealership here in Forest City, Iowa. Here are some great points from the Lichtsinn RV team as to points unrelated to price, why you should experience the best here at Lichtsinn RV.
New motorhomes from Lichtsinn RV have no delivery miles on them. We do not use delivery services like other dealers in which drivers live in the RV during transportation or tow their own personal vehicle during the crucial engine break-in period.
There are no additional fees with purchasing in the state of Iowa, as a customer will pay their tax, title, and license in which the state that they register their RV. However, we do help in assisting titling your RV in your home state. As you can see, we help people day in and day out all over the United States and Canada with titling their motorhome.
Due to our close proximity to Winnebago factory, we're able to take advantage of cost savings over other RV dealerships. This allows us to provide you with low, no-hassle pricing.
We offer free, thorough walkarounds with our guests at the time of delivery, where we take as much time as needed for our guests to understand every function, maintenance, and warranty item of their RV. Many dealers charge a significant sum to provide this service.
Here at Lichtsinn RV, we provide our guests the opportunity to stay on our lot while enjoying free access to Wi-Fi, filtered fresh water, and electrical hookups, whether they're here to take delivery of their new RV or just passing through for service.
We work with several different lenders in order to secure you the most competitive rates and terms.
We also offer insurance from several different insurance carriers such as Progressive and Nationwide.
Purchase and service your RV and experience the best at Lichtsinn RV, the nation's closest dealer to Winnebago Industries, based right here in Forest City, Iowa.